Chirp family, what's going on? It's your boy HeIsMellowD, Mellow, Jalil, Drippy, whatever you want to call me. And we are back with another episode of I'ma Shut Up Podcast. This is episode 77. I hope everyone's having a good day out there. If you're not having a good day, go do something to make sure that you have a good day, because who's in charge of your happiness? You are. Before we get started, I just want to say to everyone out there who's watching and listening to make sure that you're liking, following, sharing, subscribing, commenting, retweeting, leaving reviews, all of that stuff, so this podcast can grow. Honestly, if you're listening right now on whatever podcast platform that you're on, go leave a 5-star review right now. I would really appreciate that. That would really just make me feel happy, and my little son feel happy, because obviously my little co-host is with me today. Princeton is here. What up, bud? You chilling? He chilling right now. We're gonna see how long he chill. But yeah, as I said, this is episode 77. So obviously this is the Luka Doncic episode. Excuse me. If you don't know Luka Doncic, I guess you like live under a rock, or you're just like not into basketball. I don't know, but yeah, number 77, Luka Doncic, plays for the Lakers now with LeBron. So yeah. Right off the bat, the biggest thing that has happened in the news cycle, I guess. Yeah, if you want to say that, Karmelo Anthony was arrested for murder. Yeah, I think that's the charge that they gave him as of right now. They're alleging he killed. Well, not alleging because it happened, but he stabbed this kid named Austin Metcalf, and yeah, they was wanted to people come forward with stories about what happened, and basically they was bullying that boy Austin Metcalf, and his twin brother and some other kids was bullying Karmelo Anthony, and yeah, he had a knife on him, poked him up. So free Karmelo Anthony. Yeah, there's like a GoFundMe and everything for him. Yeah, go donate. If you got it to give, go donate, because yeah. Just free Karmelo Anthony. A lot of bullshit. He had a blade on him, but it's legal to have a knife on you. A lot of people was talking about how, like, oh, but he had a knife on him in school. If you look up the regulations, the laws and stuff in Texas, that's perfectly legal. You are perfectly legal. It is perfectly legal for you to have a knife on school grounds. That's in their law book. Actually, I was talking about this to somebody. That's my dog. He'll shut up in a second. That's Ice, I think. Yeah. Yeah. In Texas, it is legal to own any type of knife, but it is illegal to carry knives with blades over 5.5 inches in certain locations, such as schools, courthouses, and bars. Open or concealed carry of smaller knives is generally allowed. So, as long as it was under 5.5, and that was from I forget the actual source, but it was like this knife aficionado website with all the different laws from each state for the different knife laws, because each state has different laws, which is weird. Because I know in Jersey, I remember we was taught that you could have like a pocket knife or a blade or whatever. That's perfectly legal for self-defense, even though Jersey is not a self-defense state. But so that's kind of an oxymoron thing in itself. But you could have a pocket knife or a blade or whatever, as long as it was shorter than your palm, and generally that was about like 4 inches for Jersey. So I remember learning that, and yeah, as I said, free Karmelo Anthony, free Karmelo Anthony, free Karmelo Anthony. But nextly, to get off something as serious as that, I gotta talk about it, and I'm talking about it in front of my son right here. But babies are bullies, bro. They are absolute bullies. This little man be just ripping my glasses off whenever he want to. He be snatching my phone from me. He just be hitting and just he be smacking us, smacking me and his mom, just cutting us off when we talking with yells and scream. You see he chilling right now. You think he a good baby, and which he is. Like, I say 90% of the time as he's grabbing the microphone. But that other 10%, boy, he be going crazy, and he's a bully. And he be scaring us all the time. Like, he be trying to jump over the couch. Because he's such a little daredevil. He be yanking my hair, yanking his mom hair out. Like, this little boy is a bully. You see the mic? Is it cool? You like it? Yeah. I'm talking about you, though. He's a bully for real. You see him. Well, this is just normal baby activity, honestly. But, yeah, nah, bro. He really be yanking my hair out. He almost pulled a lock out. Because, you know, some of the... There he go, right? All right, son. That's enough. Thank you. Don't do that. Don't... All right. Let's sit. But, yeah, bro. Nobody told me that it was going to be like this. Nobody told me that the baby was going to be the bully and just run the house. Like, everything run around him. And it's like he know it. So, he just be bullying the mess out of us, bro. Like, I got to tell him every day, literally, bro. Dad needs his glasses to see. He be really just trying to yank them off my face. We'll see if he'll yank them off my face during this episode, or try to. Hopefully he won't. He's right now. It seems like he's too fixated on the microphone. Yeah, man. You can be a singer, a talker, a commentator, a podcaster, whatever you like, a rapper, all of that. No rapper. Okay. But yeah, man. I love my son. He's the greatest. But 1,000% that this little man is a bully. He's a bully. And I gotta raise a little bully. I gotta get the bully out of him. Because he really just be taking everything from us. He think everything that we eat, obviously, he thinks is his. He be just ripping at it. Like, because we're not doing like the baby-led weaning or anything. We're doing more so of just kind of letting him eat regular food, you know? So, okay, son, that's enough. I know they're cool looking, right? They need to be redone. You don't gotta yank them like that. Oh, that's another thing he be doing. He be trying to rip my lips off. All right, Prin, that's enough. Prin. All right, we good. I love this little guy, my little bully. But nextly, thank you, son, for pulling the microphone closer. All right, you good? Okay, I think I might have to get your mommy. I feel like you're too fixated on the mic. That's not bad. Maybe it don't sound too bad. I'm sorry, y'all. I like potting with my son, but he kind of on one right now. Let's get your mama. You all right? Mom's coming to get you. You hear her walking down the steps? Yeah. You're all good, bud. Here you go. Thank you.
You been fussy the whole time, or?
Not really fussy. He just was like fixated on the mic and just kept trying to grab it and everything.
He was getting upset that you wasn't letting grab it.
Yeah. It's all good though, Prin. Once you get older, maybe we'll have you more and more. But yeah, babies are bullies. Sorry about that. Well, no, actually not really sorry. It's y'all in my life. That's my son. He's a handsome young man. He's growing. He's supposed to be grabbing and doing all that stuff. So yeah. But nextly, I was wondering, just in my own thoughts and everything, and I was thinking about my childhood and some of the just craziest things that we used to just let slide in the community. So I came up with this little small list. Like, what was more egregious? Colored contacts, cuts in the eyebrow, or the double hairline? Now, I gotta say, I fell victim to the cuts in the eyebrow. I did. I was one of them kids with the 2 cuts in the eyebrow trying to wild out. I was. I'm not gonna lie. I know that was egregious looking back. You know what also is really egregious? Them colored contacts. Because they wasn't even doing just like shit that you would think would make sense, like a lighter brown or something. No, they was getting like blue, green, gray. What the fuck? What are you doing? Why you got wolf eyes? You black with wolf eyes. Like, yeah, I know it is something that typically happens, but both of your parents' eyes is brown as shit. Not brown as shit, but just they really brown. How the hell you get gray wolf eyes? Get the fuck out of here. Take them fucking contacts out of your eyes. What are you doing? And then the double hairline, bro. Now, one of my best friends used to rock the double hairline, and at the time, I guess it was kind of cool. But bro, looking back, the double hairline was egregious as hell. It was just like diabolical work. It was crazy. What were we doing out here? What were y'all doing? I'm not saying we, because I was not a part of the double hairline crew. Now, and I was like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it literally would be like the hairline, and then they would get a part that went all the way around they shit and came back, and it would be a double hairline. Like, you would have 2 hairlines there. Like, that was some of the craziest shit. And then you had the most ultimate egregious activity, the triple. I've seen a triple maybe like twice in my life, and I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga doing, bro? Even at that time, I did not think the triple was cool. I'm like, the double is alright, but the triple was crazy. And I know you know what I'm talking about, and if you don't, I don't know. Maybe it was just like a thing in my area where I went to school. But bro, the double hairline was no, it couldn't have been. It couldn't have been. The double hairline was crazy as hell, dog. Like, I feel like if we're ranking the 3, at the least egregious, this has got to be the double, like the 2 parts in the eyebrow. Like, the parts in the eyebrow was kind of crazy, but it wasn't like next level. You feel me? And a lot of people did the whole cuts in the eyebrow thing, and like, I guess it kind of like made you look hard. I don't know where it originated from, because I'm born in 1994, and I feel like that was like a thing from like the older people too. So it was like, yeah, like it was just something that just kind of like carried. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. And then at the middle level of egregiousness, it's really a toss up, bro. Like, nah, the double hairline got to go at number 2. The double hairline is mid, because that was crazy. That was crazy as shit. But nah, the fucking colored contacts. Why was you doing that? Like, why was you doing that? Like, if you was wearing, I guess, like maybe like the hazel ones or whatever, or like I said, like a lighter brown ones, like maybe okay. But nah, bro. If you was out here with like blue, green, gray contacts in your eyes, you were fucking tripping. You were tripping. I'm telling you that to your face. Well, as you look at this on your phone, probably. But yeah, you were tripping. You were definitely tripping. And I hope that I'm not gonna wish bad on you. I hope that you're doing well in life. these days, and I hope that you are wearing your real fucking eyes. Like, that's what I really hope. I hope that you are wearing your real eyes these days, and I hope that nobody. I hope that you know that we all knew that you had contacts in. All right, all right. But nextly, another thing that was us just pondering about in my life and my timeline in my childhood, really. Um, I grew up in a time where it was like men's body spray was like the big thing. And you had like the Axe, Tag, Bod. And again, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I fell victim to the marketing of Bod, Bod body spray, men's body spray. That ad used to come on. And they had the girls doing the sexy voice. I want your bod. BOD for me. Bro, I was like 11, like, dog, I need to get some bod, bro. I want the girls to be, I want them on me. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if the bod shit worked. But I will say that I feel like the bod did smell the best out of the three. Like, Axe and Tag, bro, those shits were just, like, terrible for real. And if you was, around the time 6th grade, like 2006, probably in high school was probably way worse because we was doing it in middle school. Yeah, but I was a person that takes showers, so I wasn't that bad. And you had the people that took showers, but the ones that I'm talking about, the ones that would literally drench their bodies in the Axe or Tag spray and they fucking stink. Like, bro, you just ran 17 laps in gym. And then you sweaty as hell, you stink. And then you come in the locker room and you spray yourself down with Axe. Bro, first of all, Axe itself, looking back, that shit really didn't smell good. It smelled like lighter fluid, if we being honest. Axe and Tag both was just lighter fluid. That's all it really was. And honestly, yeah, I think I told y'all before, like, I was into the little pyro shit, so yeah, I did the little spray and the lighter thing before in the backyard. Scared the shit out of myself. But we not talking about that. Yeah, Axe and Tag was just terrible. And I hope that you're not wearing that shit anymore. Like, I hope that shit has been discontinued. Because it was really, like, it wasn't good for the environment. And it wasn't good for anybody else around neither. It wasn't even good for the person that was putting it on. Like, you was putting on lighter fluid and funk. How the fuck do you think you smell good right now? Like, you look flustered and you stink and you smell like fucking you smell like a locker room and fucking outside and Axe body spray and Tag. Don't forget Tag. Tag, you in there too. You not exempt. All three of y'all was not on shit. Bod, like I said, that maybe I got a bias because that was the one that I wore the most. Cause like I said, I fell victim to the marketing. I really did. I'm not gonna lie. And I feel like Bod's spray was the best because the other ones was just like the Bod spray was more like a cologne type of joint. And the Axe and Tag, that shit was just, you just hit the button and it just shh. So yeah, no. Yeah, like I said, I hope y'all not out here still wearing that shit. Go get some cologne. My favorite cologne is YSL. I love all the YSLs. They smell amazing. Baccarat's pretty nice. Tom Ford's nice. What else I got upstairs? The old one, Dior Sauvage, I really never knew how to say it, but it smelled pretty good. Savage, I think. That John. Issey Miyake. Come on, bro. Get y'all smells up and stop being out here smelling like bullshit. I hope you're not out here smelling like bullshit no more. That was something that we should have left in middle school. Or if you older than me and you listening to this and you was in high school wearing it, you probably should have been on, like, around that time, If you was in high school, if you was one of them ones, you wasn't on accent tag, you and all that other shit. You was finding your sense. You was probably in the curves and shit, in the curve colognes. Yeah, I remember my dad. He used to have every single one of the curves, like curve, crush, chill, groove. It was just like a whole line of different like vibey words. But yeah. Um. Nextly, um. So I was working on this idea, and I don't know. I'm gonna just set it out because I be high and I just be thinking about shit, and I don't really know the best way to put it, but really just like when you think of rappers, right, and you listen to rappers and you listen to their styles and everything, and the way they rap and their subject matters and shit and cadences and everything. Am I the only one that thinks like they are kind of just like evolutions of each other, like kind of in like a Pokemon way, like how you got like Charizard, and then it's like what's the middle one, like Charmeleon, I think, and then like Charmander. Like you got three different levels of the same type of character, but it's just like evolved, and like one is obviously better, stronger, you know. So that's the idea, but it's with rappers. So it's basically I'm saying like rappers is Pokemon. I don't know. Just follow me real quick, okay? And this is just my thoughts and what I've been thinking. Shout out T Roy from Power 99. But yeah. So if you talk about Trippie Redd, right? Trippie Redd is the base. Trippie Redd is the base. He is what I say. He would be Charmander. He's like the base John, right? And then you know how Trippie Redd rap, all the like kind of screamo shit, a little bit different, but like kind of alternative. But at this day and age, it's really not alternative. It's just that genre of rapping. He's cool. I like a few of Trippie Redd's songs, but you talk about Trippie Redd, and then you evolve him, right? And then who you got? You got Lil Uzi. Lil Uzi Vert, to me, I definitely think is like the evolution of Trippie Redd, right? And I personally like Trippie Redd. I like Lil Uzi a lot more than Trippie Redd. That's just me. I know other people might feel differently. That's cool. But I feel like they're on the same type of path, that kind of like rock star, rager type of vibe, and like I said, alternative shit. But then you got the final form. The final form of that artist, if you kind of follow me, I think you would say like the same thing that I'm saying, and that would be Playboi Carti. Playboi Carti is the biggest out of them three. Yeah, it seems like he's had the bigger impact out of the three of them, but they're all on that same like just alternative rock star rager. I think Playboi Carti took it deeper with like fucking like the vampire wave and all this other weird shit that I'm not really into. But you see where I'm going with it? Like you see how it makes sense? I feel like that flows. Like you got the bass. So yeah, the bass would be I'm not really that like I used to be in the Pokemon. I'm not that much anymore. But yeah, the base would be Charmander, and then that's Trippie Redd, and then let's say the middle, because I don't really know the names, but I'm calling them Charmeleon because that sounds cool. That would be Uzi, and then Charizard would be Playboi Carti, right? So just remember that model and format for how I'm going through these, right? So then we go to the stoner rappers. And personally, these are some of my favorite guys. Because I'm a big stoner. Yeah. But you got the you got the base form. Is that boy Larry June. Laid back vibes. Always got just talking cool shit, player shit, fly shit. Just trying to basically put you up on shit to be better in life. Right? That's the base. Then you evolve. And you got that boy Currency. Currency, same vibe. Been doing it for a lot longer. Just been around, drop music on music on music, and they both drop a lot of music, right? Both be on the same vibe. You know how if you listen to Currency, if you're a stoner rapper, you know how Currency raps. Like him and Larry June have a good amount of tracks together because they be on the same type of shit. And then you got the final form of that stoner rapper is Wiz. We all knew where I was going with that one. Wiz falls right in line with them, but he's way bigger on a way bigger platform. He has a way bigger reach. He's been doing it just about as long as Currency. I think Currency might have him beat by a couple years, but yeah. I would say Wiz is the final form of that stoner rapper. Then you got the I don't really know how to categorize this rapper, but we'll just go with it, and you'll see. Like maybe you can come up with the category. I don't know, but I don't want to just say Atlanta-based rapper because it's not just Atlanta-based. It's like a little bit more niche than that. But excuse me. Start with Lil Keed as the bass. Now, with me saying Lil Keed as the bass, I feel like you should already know where I'm going. But if you don't, and you know how Lil Keed rap, he's just kind of like a Young Thug clone in a way, but he has his own style. R.I.P. to Lil Keed. I fucked with Lil Keed. I liked a good amount of, not a good amount of songs, but I had a few songs that, definitely like 6 or 7 songs from him downloaded that I would listen to all the time. I fucked with Lil Keed heavy. He was good. But then you got the evolution of Lil Keed, go to that boy Gunna. And we know Thug and Gunna don't mess with each other, but it is what it is. Gunna he also falls in that Young Thug like category, but some people might argue that Gunna might rap a little bit better than Thug. I'm not one of them people. I do like Gunna though, but Thug is that guy, and then obviously the final form of these three would be Young Thug. Let's say the Atlanta eclectic rapper. Yeah, Atlanta eclectic rapper. Okay. Yeah, and then the last one I got is, let's say, the Atlanta trap rapper, okay? So at the base form, we got 21 Savage. 21 Savage has been growing. Everybody know 21 Savage. Everybody know his kind of like just simple shit that he says, that the way he says it just works. And he also follows kind of like the formula of he follows the formula of the final form person of this one. And then the evolution of 21 Savage, I would go is Lil Baby. Again, they both be on that same type of trap wave. They get into that like song for girls and like slower song bag, and they are both sons and products of the final form, which is Future. Future is, to me, probably the GOAT trap rapper of Atlanta. And out of all of them, I feel like those three kind of followed the same kind of trajectory as Future. And again, these are just my thoughts. You can think I'm completely wrong, but I think that kind of all worked. And hopefully I didn't butcher the Pokémon names, but like I feel like that made sense. You feel what I'm saying? Like rappers be kind of like the same thing but different font. Yeah, it's like this is the same essay, but it's not in Times New Roman, it's in Helvetica or Comic Sans or some shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know. This is just how my mind be working sometimes, and some of the shit that I be thinking about. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed my rappers as Pokemon theory. But nextly, this has been one of the biggest, discoveries for me. I don't know. Maybe you might have known this, but I definitely didn't know this, and I found this out. So I'm telling you, and I'm sharing with y'all. But did you know that Oprah Winfrey was a crackhead? Yes. Oprah Winfrey, you get a car, oh, that Oprah Winfrey was a crackhead, bro. She was a crackhead. And if you don't believe me, listen to what I'm about to tell you. Now, this is Oprah. We know that she's powerful, and you know that she can scrub the internet. So, no, I do not have any physical video evidence of her saying this. But there's a bunch of articles. There's actually videos of like news reporters and stuff from that time in 1995 actually talking about it. So, yes, this happened. So just listen. On a taping of her own show in January 1995, Oprah was interviewing 4 mothers who have experienced problems with drugs, right? You know, if you know Oprah, you know she do drug addicts, she do sex workers, she do just like people that have like people with trauma. That's kind of Oprah's bread and butter. We all know that, right? So, that was happening. And one of the mothers admitted to smoking crack, right? So Oprah then made a spontaneous admission to the mother saying, I did your drug, as if that mom was the owner of all the crack in 1995. I don't know. But yeah, that's what she said. She said, I did your drug. And then she went in and kept talking about her story about how she did crack and how she got on crack, right? So in her story, basically, she blames her crack addiction on her then boyfriend, Randolph Cook, right? She claims that she was more addicted to Randolph than she was to crack. I don't believe that shit. That's just something that sounds good on TV. But according to her, she kicked the crack habit shortly after breaking up with Randolph. So you trying to tell me you kicked crack shortly after you broke up with this guy? People have problems people have problems quitting cigarettes. Just cigarettes. And you telling me you kicked crack like that? You're lying. You still do crack, Oprah. Oprah, you still do crack. I know you do. You still out here doing the crack. She's out here. But listen, so back to the story real quick. Randolph's POV is that Oprah was on crack first and she got him on the crack, right? So they was both just doing crack. They was just like on some like Bobby and Whitney shit. And I say Bobby and Whitney because there's still arguments to this day on who got who on crack with Bobby and Whitney. Because there's a lot of Whitney supporters that say Bobby got Whitney on crack, and there are a lot of Bobby supporters that say Whitney got Bobby on crack. I wasn't there. I was born in 1994. I don't know. But yeah. So you can see the parallels of where I'm talking about. You're probably sitting there wondering like why you never heard of this, right? You never heard of it because Oprah is Oprah, and she's like a mega powerhouse, and she's very powerful, and she like got a lot of money, and she can just do stuff. And I don't think she's not gonna see this, but like, yeah, she's just Oprah. Like, she literally blocked him from writing his story, and because, like I just said, she's Oprah, she was able to do so. She got all the connections into the publishers and all that other shit. So it's not far-fetched that she blackballed this man and from never ever letting him get the story out. Basically, big bank take little bank, and yeah, like, I don't agree with it, but I understand it. But no, they like literally, Randolph literally tried suing Oprah for like $20 million and lost because he was alleging this all happened in 1985, right? And he was trying to sue her in 1998. So it was past the statute of limitations, and basically, we don't get to know the Oprah crackhead story off of a technicality. Because I want to know Randolph Cook's side. Oprah was out here doing crack. She a crackhead, bro. I'm sorry. You know how they say, once a cheater, always a cheater? I feel like that should definitely apply if you smoke crack. If you smoke crack once, you a crackhead, bro. I don't care. Like, what are we talking about? You are a crackhead. I don't care if you smoked it 27 years ago. You a crackhead. You smoke crack. Because we have all seen crackheads around, maybe. We've all seen drug addicts and crackheads and shit in movies, in shows, in all of that shit. Why would you ever want to smoke crack? Why would you ever you get to that level? I don't care if you had you saying a boyfriend persuaded you to smoke crack. That's crazy. Shit, real life fucking Wanda. Maybe. No, maybe not Wanda. Because Wanda wanted to be a drug dealer with her boyfriend from Snowfall, right? But I don't know. She is a crackhead. I'm sorry. All that shit track now, all that, you get a car, all the different wild memes and gifs of Oprah, it all tracks because she smoked crack, bro. She was a crackhead. You smoke crack once you a crackhead. You smoke crack, don't you? So, yeah, that was like my big discovery for the past week. I found out that Oprah Winfrey was a crackhead, bro. And that shit is crazy as hell. And how, like, the fact that, like, even at the time, like, she was so powerful, right? That she could just say that on national TV. And nobody really cared. Like, they cared, you know, they made their articles and shit about it. But nothing happened. That's cool. Shout out to her because they didn't cancel her because, yeah, she's still a black woman. Cool. But you was a crackhead, Oprah. You was out here smoking that pipe. That rock. Wait, do you smoke crack with a pipe? I think it's like a Tubi thing, right? I don't know. Like I said, I watched Snowfall. I seen crackheads on there. But yeah, like them, and like, bro, this shit is, you can go look this up yourself. Just Google Oprah Winfrey crackhead, and you're gonna get so many different articles about it, and you can just read it all. I think in one of the articles, they went a little bit in depth, and she was like, well, it wasn't crack. It wasn't crack then, at the time. It was more so freebase. So that's like, I don't know, because I really don't know, because I don't really know that. I don't really know that drug. Like, I just know crack and the crack rocks and everything. And it's like, like I said, most of my crack knowledge comes from Snowfall. So I remember they was on there with the Basse, the freebase shit. But yeah, apparently she was smoking that. But that was crack. That's what they turned into the crack. The chef or the magician, whatever his name was, he showed Franklin how to cook that and make that, and that's what they turned into the crack rocks. The crack, right? I think that's how it went. But yeah, I hope that was a discovery for y'all as well. Now you know, and you can go tell somebody that Oprah Winfrey is a crackhead. You can say was if you want to be nice, but as I said, if you can say once a cheater, always a cheater, I feel like I should be able to say once a crackhead, always a crackhead. Right? I don't know. Maybe that's insensitive to people that, like, get off that. Yeah. Because you can get off crack, right? You can get off it. But that's still wild, dog. She did crack and was just so casually talking about it on TV, dog. That shit's crazy. But nextly, today in Black History, it is, we're not at the end, but I've just moved it to today in Black History up. We got a couple more little segments to get through, but today in Black History, Grammy Award-winning singer Bunny Waller was born in 1947. And remember, we are doing this for Thursday, April 10th. So happy birthday, Bunny Waller. Also, Grammy Award-winning singer, songwriter, musician, and producer was born in 1958. Babyface, that boy Babyface. Shout out to Babyface. Happy birthday, Babyface. Also, actress Jasmine Guy. She was born in 1962. Happy birthday to you, Jasmine Guy. Also, our actor Orlando Jones was born in 1968. Happy birthday to you, my good brother. Singer Kenny Lattimore was born in 1970. Happy birthday to you, my good brother. And rapper Q-Tip was also born in 1970. So, shout out to all of y'all. Happy birthday. All of y'all are still alive. That's dope. There wasn't any, like, as I said, I go on this website. It's called, like, blackhistorydaily.com or .org or something like that. Yeah, but there wasn't no, like, history facts they gave me. They just gave me all birthdays for today. So, happy birthday to all y'all. But now it's time for celebrity arrests. Celebrities that have been arrested. So, on this first person we have for this segment of celebrities that have been arrested, celebrity arrest, we have Winona Ryder. You know Winona Ryder from Beetlejuice, Stranger Things, Mr. Deeds, many, many, many more. Me personally, I feel like those are the movies that I really, really know her from. I probably know her like from some other stuff too, but those are ones that I know her from. And show, because Stranger Things is a show. But in 2000, slightly interrupted. Yeah, cut off. I had to make some more space. So it cut off where I was talking about Winona Ryder. And in 2001, Winona Ryder was arrested for stealing roughly $5,000 worth of clothes from Saks Fifth Avenue in Beverly Hills. Despite the store's multiple requests to drop the charges, the district attorney's office refused to do so, and Ryder was eventually convicted of grand theft and shoplifting. So, yeah. She had to have been doing like some real asshole shit to the cops or something, because that's a white lady, bro, and they was adamant on pressing the charges. Yeah, dog. I don't know. Maybe they was just, or maybe they was trying to make an example out of her because she was famous or something. Because I think in 2001 she was. I don't really know. Well, I think she was. Yeah. Because, ironically, the trial and Ryder's great outfits for its duration began a long-standing friendship between herself and Marc Jacobs, whose clothes she was convicted of stealing. She first appeared in his spring 2003 campaign, and they have remained friends and collaborators since. So yeah, she was probably still famous at the time. So maybe they was trying to make like an example out of her or something. But it's either that or she was on some real asshole shit, because I really don't understand how a white girl was adamant on pressing charges on her. But nextly, on celebrity arrests, celebrities that have been arrested, we have Martha Stewart. You know Martha Stewart, Snoop Dogg's best friend, and she's from a bunch of different daytime talk shows and TV shows, and she was in like some Lifetime movies, I think. I don't really know all about Martha Stewart. I just remember her and know her name. And I know that she's friends with Snoop Dogg. Yeah, and she got like a tattoo of Snoop Dogg, which is like weird, but yeah, whatever. In 2003, the SEC alleged that Stewart had engaged in insider trading with her stockbroker, Peter Bogdanovich. Authorities were never able to prove insider trading, and the security fraud charges were dropped. But during the course of the investigation, Stewart had lied to federal authorities multiple times. She was eventually convicted of obstruction of justice, conspiracy, making false statements, and spent 5 months in prison and 5 months on house arrest, and also 2 years on probation. I remember when all that went down, I feel like I was like in middle school, and yeah, it was just like this big thing. But yeah, bro, she was just trying to get that bread, bro. She was just trying to get that bag, and they couldn't even prove the insider trading, so she really just went to jail for giving the federal agents and federal police officers and all that shit. She was just giving them the runaround. So yeah, bro. I'm rocking with Martha. She ain't really do nothing crazy. And then last but not least, we have our Facebook prompt that I did today. And today, the Facebook prompt is, pretend this is a Pornhub search bar. What are you looking up? And of course, mine is in the comments. And for me, Honestly, I like looking up what I like living, bro. Like interracial threesomes is what I'm always looking up. So, and yes, I'm looking for the guy to be black, like myself. There to be a white girl in there, like my wife, and a black girl, or Asian, or Hispanic. You feel me? That's what I'm looking for. But yeah. Um. So K Marie, she said lesbian, and that's always a good watch. Love a good girl on girl. Everybody loves a good girl on girl, you know. My boy Jay Stu, he gonna come through and say Ebony Castings. Basically, like he like the casting couch videos, which is like you just like to watch women get disrespected, which is like kind of a weird kink. No kink shaming, but okay. My boy Kyle said homemade ebony, ghetto ebony head. Um, yeah, I think my bro liked the grainy videos. He liked the Jones that was shot on the next tail and shit. But I guess it just gives him of more of a, I don't know, a real feel. I don't know. My boy Tyler came through and said, I don't even search nothing. I just pick a video that's on the homepage and I go down the rabbit hole of the related videos till I find something. And I don't know if that's like a good or a bad thing because it's like the homepage be having some wild stuff on there, dog. So, yeah, like you probably see some crazy stuff, man. I feel like at the age that we at, we should be narrowing it down to like the niches that you like. You feel me? Like maybe like 2 to 3, 1 to 3 niches or something. My boy Isaac came through and said big booty ebony or ebony doggy style. And I just think booty is just a funny word, bro. Booty is just funny. Like, I don't know. It always makes me laugh. Maybe I'm a child. I still laugh at farts and stuff, so yeah. My boy Chalk the God said BBW, Latinas, Pog, Ebony, Lesbian, Ebony, Dirty Talking, and Dildo. My boy be out here. He got a lot. That's a lot of different categories, bruh. That boy's a gooner. That boy's a gooner. My boy Hakeem said, I'm searching one of the brands that make the best vids like BBC Pie or Black or Kara Perez all day. The fact that you out here searching, you're searching the brands, dog. Like you're paying attention to the brands. You was a little too far gone. I thought my boy Chalk was bad because he had all them different categories that he liked. But bro, you're searching the brands. Your Gooner level is higher than his, for real. Then my boy Boyle Scaddick came through and said, fuck the hub. All the IG models, OnlyFans is free on eRoam. Okay. So I guess he just put us on because I've never heard of eRoam. Yeah, I don't know though. I feel maybe there are good videos and longer videos on there, but the ones that you be seeing on like Twitter don't really be doing it for me. But whatever. Aspen gonna come through being corny, saying she don't think this is a safe enough space. So shoe fly, go ahead, girl. My girl Autumn, what up? My best. That's my best. She gonna come through saying ebony threesomes, like the 2 girls, 1 guy. And that's good. Like you like watching threesomes is cool, but like we've talked on multiple occasions. And not like multiple occasions, but we've talked about this before. And she is adamant that she won't give her husband a threesome. But I'm like, which is okay. That's not for everybody. But the fact that you like watching them, but you won't give your man one or enjoy one yourself, she's like, yeah, no, she too selfish. So, I mean, different strokes. And then, last but not least, my boy Don Michael came in and said he just types in Jasmine Cashmere and go from there. So, I actually don't know if I know Jasmine Cashmere. Maybe I might have to check out her work. But, yeah, man. I just had to come back down and finish up after dinner. because, like I said, we had a little technical difficulties. Ran out of memory, but had to go back, switch everything, do everything how I had to do it. Song of the day. Song of the day. Song of the day. It's a song of the day. The song of the day. We're gonna do. The song of the day is Tom and Jerry. It's Tom and Jerry. The song of the day is Tom and Jerry. Right out of the pod, thank you for being here. If you're still here listening, I love you, and I hope that you are out here liking, sharing, following, retweeting, reposting, commenting, and all that stuff so this podcast can grow. And if you're still here at the end, go leave a 5-star review for me so the podcast can get into more of people's feeds and all of that stuff. I think that's how that works. I hear Chris Van Fleet say that, so I just adopted it from him. And if you don't know him, he got like the biggest wrestling podcast. So shout out to him. But yeah, life is long and full of choices. I want you to make the right ones to ensure that you enjoy it. I want you to have a good day or not. The choice is yours, little bitch. Hey, look, I whip the foreign like a Honda. Smoking on Obama, bitch, I'm all about $1. Get shit popping like a collar. Stay with bitches, call me Freddy with the shits like Tom and Jerry. Cool young nigga, bitches, let me like Uncle Jesse. Whip the foreign like a Honda. Smoking on Obama, bitch, I'm all about $1. Get shit popping like a collar. Stay with bitches, call me Freddy with the shits like Tom and Jerry. Cool young nigga, bitches, let me like Uncle Jesse. Hit the pussy like a bongo. The cookie got my eyes low. Yeah, I'm smoking on Colossal. That's a quarter in the fronto. Ain't no Quavo, but I'm Honcho. Got a white girl on the Blanco. Spanish mommy wanna rob me. Tell her hop on quick like vamos. Look, I remember nights we had sleep for dinner. Belly had to pot to piss and paper plates and plastic cups. We ain't had no dishes. That in turn it made me stronger, helped me change my situation. Had to do shit on my own. I wasn't given information, but now I'm lit and yeah, my neck and wrist refrigerated. I meet a new chicken, tolerating pussy is my occupation. Employee of the month, I'm blunt nigga rolling blunts now. That's a sight to see. I got a bad bitch on her knees, just begging, pleading for the D. I give her what she need, then send her on her way. You can spend the night, but we ain't chillin' the next day. My heart been cold since a bitch named Raina. The cookie make me feel lazy. Oh yeah, it's straight from Jamaica. I whip the foreign like a Honda. Smoking on Obama, bitch, I'm all about $1. Get shit poppin' like a collar. Stay with bitches, call me Freddy with the shits like Tom and Jerry. Cool young nigga, bitches, let me like Uncle Jesse. Whip the foreign like a Honda. Smoking on Obama, bitch, I'm all about $1. Get shit poppin' like a collar. Stay with bitches, call me Freddy with the shits like Tom and Jerry. Cool young nigga, bitches, let me like Uncle Jesse. I whip the foreign like a Honda. Smoking on Obama, bitch, I'm all about $1. Get shit poppin' like a collar. Stay with bitches, call me Freddy with the shits like Tom and Jerry. Cool young nigga, bitches, let me like Uncle Jesse. With the foreign like a